Hello children, hope you are all doing good. I have seen your homeworks. You did it very well. Very good children. Okay, likewise do your homework regularly. Okay children. First of all, we are learning lesson 2. Is it children? What is the lesson name? Measurement. Okay. Yeah, can we write a small test? We missed the test in last class, is it? Okay, today we will write a small test and then we will start the class. Okay, children? Yeah, take your homework notebook. Mention it as test. Put today's date. Okay, our first question. Write any one precaution required in taking measurement. You can write any one measurement, any one precaution. Okay, children? You have learned 3 precautions, is it? You can write any one. Okay? The first question, write any one precautions required in taking measurement. Have you all written, children? Then second one, we are all using 30 centimeter scale, is it children? Long scale. Okay. What is the measure of long scale in inches? Okay. What is the measure of 30 centimeter scale in inches? The last class I have taught this. Okay. So write the answer. And then third question. 1 light year equal to dash. 1 light year equal to dash. And then 10 millimeter equal to dash centimeter. 10 millimeter equal to dash centimeter. Millimeter equal to dash centimeter. Okay. And then true or false. Okay. Write true or false. Okay. So next question. We should use plural form in the units. We should use plural form in the units. If it true means put true. If it is false means put false. We should use plural form in the units. Okay. And the last question, this is also a true or false question. 10 power minus 6 meter is 1 micron. 10 power minus 6 meter is 1 micron. Have you all answered, children? Okay, keep your notes aside. We will recall, okay, children? Yeah, in the second lesson, what you have learned? At the first, what is meant by measurement? Measurement is the comparison of an unknown physical quantity is done with a standard value of same kind. Okay? You should say along with me, children. The comparison of an unknown physical quantity is done with the standard value of same kind. Okay? And then, yeah, physical quantity means anything which we can measure is called physical quantity. Okay? Anything which we can measure is called physical quantity. Okay, children? And then we have learnt about the ancient units of length, is it? What are all the ancient units of length? cubits, foot, handspan, footspan, footstep. Is it, children? These are all the ancient units of length. Is it? And we have learnt about unit. Is it? What is meant by unit? Unit is the standard reference of the same physical quantity. Okay, standard reference of the same physical quantity. And we have learnt, is it, all the measurements are written in the form of NU. Okay, what is N? Magnitude. And U means unit. Okay, so what is meant by magnitude? If you are having 5 meter cloth, means 5 is the magnitude. Okay, and then meter is the unit. Okay, children, and then we have learnt 3 features. Is it? Features of standard unit. Yeah, what are the 3 features? The standard unit should be well defined. Okay, and then it should not change due to physical factors. Okay, and then third point is our standard unit should be of convenient size. Okay, 3 points we have learnt. Is it? First of all, it should be well defined and it should not be changed due to physical factors. And the third one, it should be of convenient size. Okay, and then we have learnt systems of unit. What are the systems of unit we have learnt? CGS system, MKS system and FPS system. Is it? And then at the last we have learnt SI system. Is it? Yeah, CGS system stands for centimeter, gram, second. Okay, centimeter, gram, second. And MKA system stands for meter, kilogram, second. Okay, meter, kilogram, second. And then FPS stands for foot, pound and second. Okay, foot, pound and second. So we can call the MKA system as metric system. Okay, we can call the MKA system as metric system. And then we have learnt SI system of units. What does mean by that SI system of unit? Standard international system. Okay, we are using, at present we are using this SI system. Okay, throughout the world we are using only this SI system. Okay, and in that SI system we have learnt 7 fundamental units. Is it, children? Yeah, what is meant by fundamental units? What are the 7 fundamental units you have learnt? Length, mass, time, temperature, current, luminous intensity and amount of substance. Okay, with these fundamental units, for that in the SI system they had given the SI unit. Okay, what is the SI unit of length? Meter. Okay, SI unit of length is meter. Okay, you can see the tabular column and say, okay, page number 16. That is the tabular column, is it? Yeah, you can see the tabular column and say the answer. Okay, yeah, for measuring length, what is the SI unit? Meter. Okay, and for measuring mass, kilogram is the unit. Okay, and for measuring time, second is the unit. Okay, for measuring time, second is the SI unit. Okay, temperature, Kelvin is the unit. Okay, and then for current, ampere. Okay, and luminous intensity, candela. Okay, and then amount of substance, mole. And what is meant by derived units? The quantities, the physical quantities which can be obtained from fundamental quantities. Okay, we have said, is it, children? Fundamental quantities are independent. Is it? And derived quantities, if we have derived from those fundamental quantities, means that is called derived units. Okay, area means it is derived from length and breadth, so meter square. Okay, likewise it was derived. Okay, and then we have learnt multiples and submultiples. Is it, children? Multiples and submultiples. Yeah, what is meant by multiples? And submultiples, why we are using that? Multiples and submultiples are used to make our measurements convenient and smaller one. Okay, children, this multiples and submultiples help us to make the measurement a convenient one. Okay, children, yeah, so that we are using these multiples and submultiples. Okay, 10 power 2 means, what is the prefix for 10 power 2? Hecto. Okay, 10 power 3 kilo, and 10 power 6 mega. Okay, 10 power 6 mega. And then submultiples, 10 power minus 2 centi. Okay, 10 power minus 2 centi. And then 10 power minus 3 milli. 10 power minus 3 milli. And 10 power minus 6 micro. Okay, 10 power minus 6 micro. And this is the question I have asked. Is it 10 power minus 6 meter is 1 micron? So it is true, is it, children? 10 power minus 6 meter is 1 micron. Okay. And then we have learnt 6 rules to write the units correctly. What are the 6 rules? Can you say that 6 rules? First of all, if a unit is named after the name of the scientist, that should be written in small letters only. Okay, what is the example? If the unit is Newton means small n should be provided there. Okay, and what is the second point? If the unit is named after the name of the scientist, for that you should use the symbol as capital letter. Newton means you should use capital N as a symbol. Okay, children. And then third point, apart from the units that was named after the scientist, we should use all other units in small letter. Okay, if it is length means you should mention small l. Okay, and then what is the fourth point? We should not use plural form in the units. Okay, and then what is the fifth point? We should not use full stop in the unit. Okay, children. And then sixth one, prefix should not be used alone. Okay, and in between prefix and the unit there should be no spacing. Can you all understood? And in the last class, what we have learnt? We have learnt about length measurement, is it? In the length measurement, we have learnt 1 light year, is it? What is 1 light year? 1 light year equal to 9.5 into 10 to the power 15 meter. Okay, children. And we have learnt what is that? 15 centimeter scale is 6 inches. Okay, and 30 centimeter scale measures 12 inch. And what is the SI unit of length? Meter. Okay, the SI unit of length is meter. Okay, and what is mean by 1 meter? 1 meter is defined as the length of the path travelled by light in vacuum in specific time interval. Okay, 1 meter is defined as the length of the path travelled by light in vacuum. Okay, in specific time interval. Okay, children. And then at the last we have learnt about precautions. Is it? Precaution required in taking measurements. We have learned 3 precautions. What are the 3 precautions? If your scale is broken, or else if it is chipped in the edge, you should start the measurement from the reading 1. Okay, children? Measure it from the reading 1, and on the reading you got, if you got the reading as 12 means you should subtract the 12 minus 1. Okay, so what is the measure? 11 centimeter. Okay, that is the first precaution. And second precaution, you should use the scale straight. Okay, children, you should measure the scale by keeping it in straight position. Okay, and then third one, we should measure a reading by keeping your eye vertically above. Okay, if you had measured from either of the sides means also you will get parallax error. Okay, children, can you understand? And Today we are going to learn about the direct methods and indirect methods to measure length. Yeah, what does mean by direct method? If you are measuring the length of a line, means that is the for that we can use scales, metric scales and measuring tapes. The children, that is called direct method. Simply we can say, if the two endpoints are reachable, சரியா, ரெண்டு எண்ட் பாயிண்ட்ஸையும் உன்னால் வந்து மெஷர் பண்ணி முடிக்க முடியும் அப்படின்னா, ஈஸியாக ஸ்கேலாக மெஷர் பண்ணிடலாம் அப்படின்னா, தட் இஸ் கால்ட் டைரக்ட் மெத்தட். We can measure the direct method by using your scales, meter scales, and then measuring tape. Okay children, can you all understood? And then first of all, direct method to measure length. Yeah, what is meant by this direct method? Why we are using this direct method, do you know? We are using this direct method for reachable endpoints. Okay, if you are having a line segment, means you can see the two endpoints, the children, A and B. The children, for that, for measuring the line having two endpoints, we can use the direct method. Okay children, we can use scale, it is ruler, metric scale or measuring tape to measure the direct method. Okay children, can you all understood? If the two endpoints are reachable, means we can use the direct method to measure its length. Okay, what are the instruments we can use to measure the direct method? Length in direct method. Okay, we can use scale, that is ruler, metric scale and also measuring tape. Okay children, and then we will see about indirect method to measure length. Indirect method, what are the things we can measure in the indirect method? We can measure the length of the curved line. Okay, and then we can measure the diameter of a sphere, thickness of a coin, diameter of a wire, then inner and outer diameter of a glass. We can measure all these in indirect method. Okay children, we will see one by one. Okay children. Okay, the first one is to measure the length of curved line using string. Okay, we have two methods to measure the curved line. Okay, what are the methods? Do you know? The first one is string method, that is thread method, and the next one is divider method. String use பண்ணியும் curved line measure பண்ணலாம், and then divider வச்சு measure பண்ணியும் we can measure the curved line. Okay children, yeah, let us see the length of the curved line by using string. Okay, you can also do it in your home. Just simply draw a curved line by your hands and okay, listen. Okay children, yeah, first of all you should put a knot on the string. Okay, near one end. Okay, put a knot on the thread near one of the end and keep it in the position A. That is the position A, is it children? In that point you should put keep that knot. Okay, and place the knot at the beginning of the line point A. Okay, and then press it with your thumb. Yeah, press it with your thumb. Okay children, and then you should place the small portion of the thread along the curved line. Okay, you can see that position as B, is it children? Okay, till up to that you have placed that string. Okay, and press that end with your finger. Okay, and then along the next portion of the line, repeat the same. Likewise, you are going to repeat it. Okay, children? And then to measure the entire length of the curved line, you are going to repeat again and again the same procedure. Okay, children? First of all, you just keep the finger on the knot position, that is A, is it? And then keep it properly in that curved line up to a position B. Okay, and keep your finger in that position B. And again place your thread properly in the curved line. Okay, likewise, if you had repeated till to the end of the curved line, you can measure the length of that curved line. Okay, children? Yeah, after measuring, should stretch the string, okay, on the ruler. Okay, and you can measure it very easily. Is it, children? Can you all understood? Yeah, if you're having a curved line, means how you can measure? We can use a string or thread to measure that curved line. Okay, appo enna pannanum? First of all, you should put a knot or mudichu potukano. You should keep that knot end at A. Okay, you should keep your finger there. Okay, finger alla and the end althi pudichukonu, and then you should place it along that curved line. Okay, and keep your finger there also. Okay, that point is called B. Likewise, just place the string properly in that line, and you can measure the length of the curved line. After measuring, you can stretch the line thread, that is string, and measure the length by using your ruler. Can you all understand, children? Okay, this is the first method, string method. Okay, with this method we can find the length of the curved line. Okay, can you all understood? For measuring the curved line, we have another method. Okay, already we have learned string method, the children. This is the divider method. Okay, with this divider method also, we are going to measure the length of a curved line. Okay, children? Yeah, we will see one step by step. Okay, children? Yeah, you can also do the same. Okay, simply draw a curved line and take your divider. Okay, first of all, the first step is you should fix the distance between the two legs of the divider. Okay, you are going to fix the distance between the two legs of the divider. Okay, children, and then you should repeat the same throughout the curve. அப்படி சுத்தி மாத்தி எடுத்து வச்சிட்டே இருக்கணும். Okay, so that you are repeating this two legs throughout the curve. Okay, and then what should you do? You should count. Okay, you should count how many number of times you have repeated. Okay, that is the third thing you are going to do. And finally, you should multiply the measure of that divider and the number of times you had moved that divider. Then we can find the length of the curved line. Okay, the image you are seeing in the screen is, children, for that divider we had taken 4 millimeter. Okay, that is the distance between the two legs of the divider. Okay, and how will you find the length of the curved line? Number of steps you had moved with the divider. Okay, that is the first. Number of steps into 4 millimeter plus, if you have any space, any balance in the line left over, means you should measure that line and you should mention that. Okay, then you can find the length of a curved line very easily. Can you all understood? We can use the divider to measure the curved line. Yeah, how will you measure, children? First of all, you should fix the length in the divider. Divider வந்து ஒரு appropriate length fix பண்ணிக்கணும். Okay children? And you should move the divider. ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்டெப்பா மூவ் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கணும். Okay? And while moving, you should count how many times you are moving. எத்தனை டைம் மூவ் பண்றீங்கன்னு you should count it. Okay? From that, we can find the length of the curved line. How? You should mention the number of steps into the length of the divider. Okay? That is 4 millimeter. Okay? And then if you have any length left over means you should measure that length and you should add it. Can you all understood? Yeah, so length of the curved line equal to number of steps into 4 millimeter plus leftover length. Can you all understood? So we have learned the two methods, the children. For finding the length of the curved line, we have learned two methods. The one is string method. The next one is divider method. The string method is very easy. This is children. If you just place the curve throughout the, if you just place the thread throughout the curve means we can find the length very easily. Is it children? After that, if we had measured the length of the string means we will get the length of the curved line. Is it children? And if we want to find the length of the curved line using divider means, first of all, divider la or appropriate, correct or proper ana length set பண்ணிக்கணும். Okay children? So here we had set 4 millimeter. Okay? And the divider you should move. Okay? இப்படி ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்டெப்பாக எடுத்து மெஷர் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்கணும். ஓகே, அண்ட் தென் யூ ஷுட் கவுண்ட் த நம்பர் ஆஃப் டைம்ஸ் யூ ஹேட் மூவ்ட் தட் டிவைடர். ஓகே, வித் தட் we can find the length of the curved line. How we will find the length of the curved line? Number of steps into 4 mm plus leftover length. Okay, number of steps into 4 mm plus leftover length. Can you all understand? Okay, and then we will see about how to measure the diameter of a sphere. Okay, for this we need 2 wooden blocks, a spear and then a scale. Okay, we need 3 materials. What are the 3 materials? 2 wooden blocks, 1 spear and then a scale. Okay children? Okay, you should place the spear in between the 2 wooden blocks. Okay, as you can see in the image, you should fix the spear in between the 2 wooden blocks. Okay children, and then keep the scale, okay, as shown in the figure. Okay, you are going to fix the spear in between those 2 wooden blocks. Okay, and then you should fix the scale below that. Okay children, now we are going to measure it. Okay, you are going to measure the ends, okay, ends of that wooden blocks nearby that spear. Okay children, so what is the measure of the first wooden block? 4 centimeter. Okay, the first wooden block measure 4 centimeter, and the second wooden block shows 8.5 centimeter. Okay, so how will you find the diameter of the sphere? By using this, you should subtract this value. Okay, 8.5 minus 4. Okay, 8.5 minus 4, then we can find the diameter of the sphere, that is 4.5 centimeter. Okay, what is the diameter of the sphere? 4.5 centimeter. Yeah, how will you find? We need 2 wooden blocks and a spear and then a scale. Okay, you should keep the spear in between those 2 wooden blocks, and then you should keep the scale below that 2 wooden blocks. Okay, you should measure. Okay, you should measure the ends of the wooden blocks nearby that spear. Okay, one end measures 4 centimeter and the other end measures 8.5 centimeter. So that you are going to subtract it. Okay, 8.5 minus 4, so 4.5 centimeter is the diameter of a sphere. Can you all understand, children? And then we are going to measure the thickness of a coin by using the scale. Yeah, how will you measure the thickness of a coin? Can you measure the thickness of one coin by using your scale? Try it now. Is it possible? It is not possible, is it, children? Because we may get 0.1 centimeter. Likewise, the reading is very small. It is not having, it will not show accurate marking, is it, children? So that we are using this method. Okay. Yeah, we are going to take 10 coins. Okay. You can take a 1 rupee coin as 10 coin. Okay. And place one upon the other. Can you do it in your home? Okay. You are going to take 10 coins in your hands and you should place, you are going to arrange it one upon the other. Okay. And now we are going to measure the thickness of those 10 coins by using your scale. As shown in the figure, you are going to measure the thickness of the 10 coin. Okay, children? Yeah, you will get the thickness of these 10 coins, the children. Yeah, what is the reading shown there? 2.9, is it? 2.9 is the reading, is it? And then how will you find the thickness of one coin? You got the thickness of 10 coins, the children. You got the height of 10 coins. Then how will you find the thickness of one coin? For that, we need to divide the height of 10 coins upon number of coins. Okay, children? So, number of coins is 10, is it? So, thickness of one coin equal to height of 10 coins by 10. Can you all understand? நம்மளால ஒரே ஒரு காயினுக்கு ஸ்ட்ரைட்டா கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியாது. So that we are just arranging 10 coins one upon the other. சரியா, 10 காயினை ஒண்ணுக்கு மேல ஒண்ணு அரேஞ்ச் பண்றோம். And then we are going to measure the height of the 10 coins. So what we got? 2.9, is it? 2.9 or 2.8? 2.9 or 2, okay. Okay, note the reading appropriately. Okay, children? So how will you find? Thickness of one coin equal to height of 10 coins. What is the height of 10 coins? 2.9 upon 10. Okay, if you had divided, you can get the thickness of one coin. Can you all understood? Yeah, what is the answer? 2.9 divided by 10. 0.29 centimeter is the thickness of coin. Can you all understood? Yeah, how will you find the thickness of one coin? You are going to arrange 10 coins one upon the other. Okay, and you are going to measure its height. Okay, you are going to measure its height by mentioning the height and dividing the total number of coins. You will get the thickness of one coin. Okay, how will you find it? Height of 10 coins divided by 10. Okay, then you can find the thickness of one coin. Can you all understand, children? And the next is to measure diameter of wire. Okay, how will you find the diameter of a wire? Okay, for this we need pen, scale and a wire. Okay, children? Okay, do it in your home. Okay, so that I'm saying the materials what are needed for this. Okay, children? For finding the diameter of a wire, we need a wire, a pencil and a scale. Okay, so you should take a wire. Okay, take the wire and you should wind it. Okay, you should wind it around the pencil. Okay, children? Okay, you should count it. How many turns it is rounding. Okay, while winding you should count it. Okay, if it is 25 turns means you should count it. Okay, you should note that it is 25 turns. Okay, children? And then if without having any space, you should compress it. Gap இல்லாம நல்லா டைட்டா ப்ராப்பரா சுத்தணும் சரியா. And now measure it with your scale. Okay, and how will you find the diameter now? By dividing the total thickness, okay, of 25 turns and divided upon 25. Okay, how will you find the diameter of the wire? We are measuring the thickness of 25 turns. The children, the wire சுத்தி இருக்கும்ல பென்சில் அதை மெஷர் பண்றோம் இல்லையா. So that we should divide that upon 25. Then we will get the diameter of a wire. Can you all understood? Simply a simple activity, the children. First of all, you are going to wind the wire in the pencil. Okay, you should tightly wind the wire in the pencil without any space. Okay, and then you are going to, while winding itself, you should calculate. Okay, how many turns you had wind up. Okay, if it is 25 turns means you should note that 25 turns. Okay, and then you are going to measure the wire. So how will you find the diameter of the wire? Total thickness of 25 turns divided by 25. Can you all understood? Very easy, is it children? And then the next is to measure the inner and outer diameter of a glass. Okay, we are going to measure the inner and outer diameter of a glass. Okay, for this we need a glass. Okay, simply we need a glass and then a thread or a string. Okay, first of all you are going to wind the string a single turn. Okay children, you are going to wind the string a single turn and cut the excess string. Okay, and put a knot there. Okay children, in the outer surface you are going to wind the string. Okay, and tie it. Okay, if you have anything excess means just cut it. Okay, and if you had taken that string and measured means you can easily find the length of the circumference. That is the length of the circumference, is it children? Outer layer of the circumference, is it children? That is the length of the circumference. Okay, so we can find the outer diameter very easily, is it? How will you find the outer diameter? We have find out the length of the circumference from by using that string, is it? And the length and the string oda length measure panni should divide it by pi. Okay, you should divide it by pi. Okay, so length of the string after cutting. Okay, you should measure it. Okay, if it is 15 centimeter, 12 centimeter, 8 centimeter, likewise you should measure it, you should mention it. And what is the value of pi? 3.14. Okay, 3.14. Okay, so divide that. Okay children, outer diameter கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது என்ன பண்ணணும்? You should take a glass and you should tie a string. Okay, tie a string and put a knot. If you have excess string means you should cut it. Okay children, and then again take that string and measure by using your scale. That is the length of the circumference. With this we can find the outer diameter very easily, is it? So if the length of the circumference measures 8 centimeter means 8 by 3.14. Can you all understood? And then how will you find the inner diameter? We have already found out the outer diameter, is it? Outer diameter minus 2 into thickness of glass. You should find the thickness of glass. Okay children, you can find the thickness of glass using your divider. If you just place the divider in the tip of your glass means you can find if it is okay, measure it with your divider and keep the divider in your scale and measure it how many centimeter. Likewise you can measure and then from that you can find the inner diameter. Can you all understood? First of all, for finding the outer diameter, what we are going to do? Simply we are going to tie a string. Okay, just put a knot there. If you have any excess means you should cut it. Okay, and then again take it and measure that length of the string. Okay, children? Yeah, how will you find the outer diameter? The length of the string after cutting divided by pi, that is 3.14. Then we can find the outer diameter very easily. Okay, and how will you find the inner diameter? We already found out outer diameter. Is it outer diameter minus you are going to find the thickness of the glass using your divider. Okay, divider வச்சு அந்த glass ஓட விளிம்பு இருக்குல, you are going to measure by using that divider. Okay, so how will you find the inner diameter? Outer diameter minus 2 into thickness of glass. Can you all understand, children? So can we recall? First of all, in this class we have learnt about direct methods to measure length. Is it? If the two ends of the line is reachable means, for that we can use direct method. What are the instruments we can use for the direct methods? Ruler, metric scale, and then measuring tape. Okay, and then we have learnt about indirect methods of measuring length. Yeah, first of all we have learnt how to measure the curved lines. The children, for measuring curved line we have two methods. What are the methods? String method, divider method. Okay, string method and divider method. String method is very easy. The children should put a knot in the end and place it in the position A and keep that string along the curved position and stretch it and measure the length. Then you will find the curved lines length very easily. Okay, and then we have learnt divider method. Is it? How will you find curved line using divider method? You should fix the legs, that means divider legs in a fixed position, in a fixed length. Okay, and then you should move the divider again and again throughout the length. Okay, children, and you should count the number of turns you had replaced that divider. Okay, then you can easily find the length of curved line. Yeah, how will you find? Number of steps into 4 mm plus leftover length. Okay, what is that 4 mm? You had fixed some length there. Is it, children? The divider you have fixed some length. That is 4 mm. Okay, if you had fixed the length as 6 mm means you should write 6 mm there. Okay, children, and then what we have learned? We have measured the diameter of a sphere. Okay, how will you measure the diameter of the sphere? For that we need a scale, 2 wooden blocks and a spear. Okay, you should keep the spear in between the 2 wooden blocks, and then below that you should keep the scale. Okay, and then you are going to measure the end of the wooden block. Okay, nearby the spear. Spear ku pakkathula irukra end you are going to measure. Okay, children, so by subtracting those readings you can get the diameter of a spear. Can you all understood? And next we have find out the thickness of coin. Is it? How will you find out the thickness of a coin? We can't find the thickness of one coin directly, so that we are going to arrange 10 coins one upon the other. Okay, and we are going to measure the length. Okay, so how will you find the thickness of one coin? The height of 10 coin divided by number of coins, that is 10. Okay, by this we can find the thickness of coin. And then we have learnt about diameter of a wire. Is it, children? How will you find the diameter of the wire? For finding the diameter of the wire we need a wire, pencil and a scale. Okay, we are going to wind the wire in the pencil. Okay, we are going to wind the wire tightly in the pencil without having any space. Space illama nalla tight you are going to wind. Okay, children, and then you are going to measure the length. Okay, you should wind it 25 turns. Okay, 25 turns you should wind it, and then you are going to measure the length. Okay, so how will you find the diameter of the wire? Total thickness of the wire that we had measured. Is it? Total thickness of the wire divided by 25. That is the number of turns. Okay, total thickness of the wire divided by 25. And then at the last we had learnt about the diameter of a glass. Is it inner and outer diameter of a glass? How will you find the outer diameter? You should wind a string and tie a knot. Okay, if there is an excess wire string means you should cut it. Okay children, then how will you find the diameter of the wire, outer diameter of the wire? Length we had measured by using that string, is it children? Length divided by pi. Okay, so length of string after cutting divided by 3.14. Then we can find the outer diameter very easily. And then we are going to find the thickness of the glass. Okay, with the open divider. Okay, we are just going to find the thickness of the glass with the divider. Okay, use a divider to measure the thickness. Okay children, and how will you find the inner diameter? Already we know the outer diameter, so outer diameter minus 2 into thickness of glass. Then we can find the inner diameter very easily. Can you all understand children? You are going to do these all in your home. Okay children? You are going to find the length of curved line, diameter of a sphere, thickness of a coin, and diameter of a wire, and inner and outer diameter of a glass. Can you do? Okay, you should do it. Okay children, and simply do it and take a photo. Okay, by using your mobile camera, take a photo and save it. Okay children, at the end, if you are coming to school means we can make an album. Okay children, by preparing all these activities we can prepare an album at the end. Okay, now just do this activity and take a photograph. Okay, as shown in the figure, you are going to do it and you are going to take the photograph, and you should measure it. Okay, you are going to measure all the length accurately. Okay children, புரிஞ்சுதான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னு? You are going to do all these activity in your home. இது எல்லாத்தையுமே நீங்கள் வீட்டில் செய்ய போகிறீங்க. ஒயரோட diameter, you are going to find the diameter of the wire, you are going to find the inner and outer diameter of a glass. Okay, and you should do it and you should take a photograph. Okay, and save it in your mobile. At the last, when you are coming to school, we will prepare an album of these activities. Okay? Okay. Take your classwork notebook. Put today's date. This is the fourth question in your book. Okay? So, put number 4 and write the derived units for the following physical quantities. Okay, area, volume and density. Okay, so what is area? Area, length into breadth, so meter square. Okay, derived unit is meter square. Okay, for finding volume, length into breadth into height. So what is the derived unit? Meter cube. Okay, and then density, what is the formula? Mass by volume. Okay, so what is the derived unit? Kg per meter power minus 3. Okay, copy down in your classwork notebook. Put today's date and start writing. Use only ink pens. Okay children, write it. Children, have you all written? Okay, this is the 8th question in your book, okay? Describe 3 precautions required while taking length measurements. In the last class we have learned this, is it children? Okay, what are the 3 precautions we have learned? If a scale is broken or chipped at one end, start reading from 1 centimeter mark. Okay, should start reading from 1 centimeter mark. Okay, and then second one, scale should be placed along with the length of the object. Okay, and then third point, parallax should be avoided. Okay, these are the 3 precautions, okay, required while taking length measurements. Okay, copy down in your classwork notebook. Put number 8 and start writing. Okay, this is the 8th question in your book, so that I had mentioned number 8 there. Okay. Have you all written, children? What are the 3 precautions we have learnt? If a scale is broken or chipped at one end, start reading from 1 centimeter mark. Okay, and then second question, scale should be placed along with the length of object. Okay, and then third one, parallax should be avoided. Okay, these are all the precautions we have learnt while taking length measurements. Okay, and then this is the 9th question. Okay, from the measurement shown, find the thickness of each coin. Yeah, I should draw this diagram in the side. Okay, you can see the book and draw. Okay, children, this picture is at page number 37. See your book and you can draw. Yeah, see the measurement. What is the thickness of coin? What is the height of 10 coins? 2.4 centimeter. Is it 2.4 centimeter? So height of each coin is 2.4 divided by 10. Okay, height of coin divided by number of coins. So 2.4 divided by 10. So what is the answer? 0.24 centimeter. Okay, children. Yeah, what is the height of 10 coin? Can you see the reading shown in the figure? That is 2.4 centimeter. Okay. Yeah, how will you find the height of each coin? That is thickness of one coin. Thickness of one coin equal to the height of 10 coins divided by number of coins. Okay. So 2.4 divided by 10. So what is the answer? 0.24 centimeter. You copy down in your notebook. Draw it neatly. You can see page number 37 and draw properly. Okay, children? Have you all written? Children, in the last class I had given 3 sums as homework. Is it, children? Okay, this is the answer. Already you had did it. Is it, children? Very good. But check your answers. Okay. For the first question, the answer is 59,000 centimeter. Okay. And the next one, 0.038 centimeter. Okay. And then the next one, 0.000592. Okay. Check your answers. Okay, children. This is the homework that I had given in the previous class. Okay. Check the answers for your homework. If your answers is wrong means you should do it again. Okay. Yeah, note the answers. Don't get confused. This is previous day's homework. Okay, children. Have you all noted the answers? And this is your homework. Okay, this is today's homework. Write the question. Mention it as homework and write the question. Okay, children. The SI unit of length is? What is the SI unit of length? We have learned. Is it, children? Okay, write it. And then the system of unit which is used at present is SI system. Is it? Standard International System. Okay, write the answer. And then third one, 100 centimeter equal to dash. Okay, you should answer it. And then see the fourth question. The reading of the scale at one end is 1 centimeter. Okay, you are measuring the scale. Okay, if you are measuring a box means you are reading. Okay, you are starting the reading from 1 centimeter and the other end is 11 centimeters. So length of the needle is this is the precaution we have learned as a children. If you had started from 1 centimeter means should subtract it. Is it 11 minus 1? So 10 centimeter is the answer. Is it? Can you all understood? Okay, write it properly. Okay, and then fifth question. A curved line can be measured using dash and dash methods. 2 methods, is it? We have learned. What are the 2 methods? String method and divider method. Okay, children? Write it. Okay. And then sixth one. The height of a person is 1.65 meter. Okay. The height of a person is 1.65 meter. Express the height in centimeter. So we are converting from meter to centimeter. Okay. Meter to centimeter. Then meter to centimeter means you should multiply 1000. Is it, children? Okay. Find the answer. Okay. Yeah. Note your questions. Another one question is there. Okay. Take down the questions. Children, have you all completed writing the questions? This is the last question. Okay. Find the diameter of the sphere. How will you find? Should subtract the ends of the block. Is it, children? that A and B are the two wooden blocks. You should subtract the ends nearby the sphere. Okay, so one end is showing 2 centimeter and the other end is showing 3.5 centimeters. So should subtract 3.5 minus 2. Okay, and write the answer. I had given 3.5 minus 2. So you should draw the picture in your notebook. Okay, draw it and write the answer. Okay, children. Children, learn this lesson. Okay, already I had completed lesson 1. This is lesson 2, is it? Up to this you should learn. Okay, children, I had given classworks, is it? Up to that you should learn and read the book regularly. Don't waste your time. Don't go out of your house. Stay in your house. Okay, children? Be safe. Okay, thank you, children.